Hello and welcome back. I am Mindi, and today I have Eve again. Thank you for being here back. We're going to be talking about the influence of COVID in our current lives and your lives, and how this has have an impact on the projects that you're doing right now and in your purpose journey.
Mhm. Okay, then I'm
All
very,
right.
very glad to share my thoughts and listen to yours as well.
Thank you. So you said that COVID, at the end of the last interview, that COVID and the silence of COVID helped you to connect with what really matters.
Mm.
Can you define what really matters?
Um, oh, there's actually so many things that matter, but I think most and foremost, it matters that you live your purpose. It's coming from my own very personal experience and
Of
how I want to
course.
live my life, and also people. Actually, they matter the most. And this is what I realized. It's not the million friends that I thought I had, but it's actually the 5 friends that I really connect with. And not like really like looking for a golden star, but just looking what's around you already, like what already you have. I think this is what Corona has showed me, because we're both foreigners living in different countries. So I was here alone in Berlin. I have still a very small apartment that I didn't even think that had such a small apartment, because I was always like doing stuff. And then Corona happened. I was like, wait a second. Is this where I live? Like, you sure? And as I started seeing that, oh, I wasn't taking care of myself so well. I wasn't taking care of my apartment so well as well. And again, it just led me to thinking. I personally had quite a bit of time in the morning before work, after work as well. We had way more daylight, so you could do things on your own. So then I started cycling, I started running, and just having a space to think, which I think oftentimes we don't even have, because we're running, have our like to-do lists from the morning to the evening. We're doing stuff, then we're tired, we go to sleep, and we feel very good about ourselves because we did so many things today. But having the time to pause and to think, just to let your like mind to wander,
Wonder,
to
yeah.
go whatever it wants, whatever thoughts come in your into you. So this is what I started like to realizing, especially in like long runs, when you are with yourself for 2 hours, and you can't help but think. So I just started thinking more, started asking more questions about how I want to live my life and what is actually important. And then also detaching a little bit from people, like from strangers or like people that I knew. And I wanted to also please in some way, but actually, oh, what is that you want to do? And all I wanted to do in the morning was like go for a walk, get a coffee, cycle around, do a workout, read as well. And I became I became like an introvert in a way, which was so surprising to me. I
Lovely.
know you know quite a lot about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Actually, I have a video on my channel about ENFPs and growth. Well, you're an ENFJ, still an
mm,
extrovert. And for the introverts, whenever they're getting in touch with their authenticity, with their core values, what really matters, they tend to lean more towards introversion, as in like, the
really?
yeah, the mainstream introversion way, like, like being more
Yeah.
in the house and all of that, because introversion means also other things. But yeah, that can definitely happen. And by the way, Eve is an ENFJ. I didn't mention that in the previous video, but I think that's also important to mention.
Okay. Okay. You can. I don't really know a lot about the personality types, so maybe you can
Yeah,
give
well,
like a crash course.
the ENFJ is the protagonist, so they're always up, or most likely up for cheering up, kind of the vibe of the place or themselves, or being there for others, supporting others. Many people say that Barack Obama is an ENFJ. I'm not
Mm,
sure. I think he looks like an ENFJ, many in different ways, but I don't know him personally.
uh-huh.
So yeah, ENFJs are also, I think what you mentioned also of them trying to, when you said that you were a lot with people and you cared a lot about what other people would think of
Mm-hmm.
of your physical appearance or of whatever you were doing, or that you took cycling classes because you wanted to be cool, that you can also interpret as a trait of the ENFJ, who is very in tune with what the other wants, what the other expects, and it's a bit of a people's pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
In the negative, well, negative we can call it, but yeah, let's say
And
in the
a
less
the dark
healthy,
side of it. Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and the less healthy. But ENFJs, when they learn how to balance that out, they're great because they can always be in tune with other people's emotions. So having lots of empathy while at the same time, so taking care of themselves and putting themselves and their values first.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, that's the way it should be.
And what are you yourself?
I'm an ENFP. ENFP
Okay. Mm.
campaigner. Yeah. So we're similar, but we're different. Like on the outside, we're very similar, but I don't think I am by nature that much concerned with the rest. Like there is a
Mm.
part of me that yes can feel, but it's not like a constant thing. Um, and I'm more. I think it's like I'm more in my head somehow. So I can also do the whole being out and about. I don't think much. I am just when not now, but earlier I was also doing a lot of things out, but it was not because of others. It was more because I tend to have this shiny syndrome, shiny object syndrome, that I just get distracted and I just let myself be drawn by outer circumstances or things.
Yeah.
You see that the motivation is different, the outcome sounds
Yeah.
similar.
That's so interesting. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. But
Mm.
so that's it, and kind of briefly what your personality type is, but it's way longer. I'm gonna have another video on ENFJ.
Mm.
But anyhow, talking about purpose and about the COVID-19, I also feel very connected with what you're saying personally, because I also went to that retreat like everybody else. You retreat because you have no other
Yeah.
option. But I also had to put into perspective what I was doing. And I felt from the inside that I wanted to stop doing the work I was doing as a fitness trainer. Actually, that's where I met you. That's so funny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and I decided to go writing the novel I'm writing right now, to do my YouTube channel. And now I'm also doing coaching and I'm also doing photography. So it's like, for me, the whole thing of what came out of this COVID retreat and time is that I realized that what matters in life, I think, in my opinion, for me. So it's to live in authenticity, to really listen to myself, to really follow, that. That's just what makes me happy. I think
Mm.
it's pretty similar to yours.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Yeah.
I
And
feel
I
it.
think like whenever we take actions, we have projects, we start new enterprises, whatever it is that we do, there doesn't matter what is, and it doesn't matter if it changes later, it's going to be all right because it's in line with who I am or with who you are. Do you share
Mm.
that as well? Do you connect with that?
Oh, very, very much. I also feel that just learning how to live a more authentic life. And I think when you said also about like different levels, so like tapping into these different levels. So it does, there's always more to explore and to discover, but you probably should be willing to do that, and you should be willing to be open for anything that would come your way. And yeah, going back to the first lockdown, because Corona is still happening big time.
Second
Yeah,
lockdown.
second lockdown in Berlin. There's an endless lockdown, so we don't like we stop counting. um, yeah, just having the space, and then even after I started catching up with people again, the quality of time that I would spend with them has increased just dramatically.
Wow.
Because the topics about like what's new, what's upcoming, and the things that I want to do, the things that are coming up, the event, all kind of things, they disappeared. So what was left fundamentally actually was to talk about ourselves, our emotions, our feelings, and this is what I just chose to do. Um, and it just really led me to explore more meaningful relationships with myself and with other people around me. So I think it was growth in so many different ways, for sure.
Amazing. And you also have started this year the Beyond Berlin, right? Together with
Yeah,
a friend.
it's a Corona baby, just like your YouTube channel. uh, so Beyond Berlin, most and foremost, is a safe space for people to be themselves, and to connect with people. This is why we do that. So we merge the social and the fitness part together. So we merge them into one. And what you can get out of the Beyond now, digitally and also physically, is to just genuine connection and genuine understanding and compassion for people. So we want to change, and I believe that we are doing that. We're changing the perception that you have of sports, of more like performance based or who's competition based, but we're there to just have fun and to challenge ourselves like to a certain degree, but actually have fun with it as well. So our concept, when we still could do sports, was actually to catch up every Friday 7 a.m. To do the workout and then have a meaningful conversation after the workout. So we'd collaborate with different coffee shops, and we'd go to just talk, and it wouldn't be what did you have for breakfast, but like what was like the last thing you learned about yourself, or
Wow, love it.
and that was a very like transformative also thing for me as well, like to be talking and to be yourself, like 7 a.m. in the morning on Friday. You can be moody, you can be sad, you can be happy, you can be jolly, you can run around, you can do whatever you want. Like it's your space and your safe space. So probably we created something that we are liking ourselves, and
That's
yeah,
so
we want to push
awesome.
that message.
I mean, yeah, because it's like it's just perfect. If it doesn't exist, then there is an opportunity for you to create it, right? And that's what you
Hmm.
did.
Exactly. Oh, like, oh, I'm not finding something that I want myself. Like, oh, why don't I just create it myself then?
Yeah, it looks so fun when I look at your
Oh,
classes because I also
thank
follow Beyond Berlin on Instagram, of course.
you. You can join our Friday sessions on Zoom.
Oh, yeah, so now there is, oh, you can invite also everybody who's watching.
Absolutely. Every Friday, 7:30 a.m. You can just type in the Beyond Berlin on Instagram, and there's all the information. We're gonna send you the code. And yeah, it just spread the positivity around and just to make a world a little bit like just a tiny bit happier place.
I love it. I will put the link below so everyone
Yeah.
can join. And there is another project you have that was born during COVID, the Yellow World.
That just happened very randomly.
Yeah. Tell us
Anything
about your
goes.
Yellow World and what is the Yellow World?
Yellow World is where everyone gets to be themselves, gets to do what they actually want to do, and has a privilege, has a like that's being yourself wouldn't be a privilege. It would just be a right. That's what you just could do. And you so that would be like my perfect yellow world, with a lot of different emotions, not only the yellow color but all different colors, but the yellow color is the color that attracts me and has been attracting me as long as I can remember. Like I had like yellow dresses, and I love yellow flowers, doesn't matter what kind of, as long as they're yellow. And yeah, I was like working, and I was like, oh, actually I have so like yellow color really does something to me,
Yeah.
visually, and it triggers me, it stimulates me. And so then I just created and started posting just my own thing. And again, it's like, not as like Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert was saying, it's like, if you have a passion, you don't need to make it as like your business goal, because as long as you put that like not like you force on it, and there's this like forcing energy, it disappears, like it disrupts. So I was like, oh, you know what, I just want to go for it. I'm not here for like followers, I'm not here for likes, I'm just here for myself. I just want to post. I basically share my profile once on my own profile, and I was like, I don't care, like probably I have like 60 or 70 followers there. I don't care. It's not about that. It's about me wanting to share my own yellow world there. So,
Yeah, and also the whole creative process of curating the account, right? Because you try to make it nice and that everything kind of, yeah, aesthetically looks nice. I
but
love
also
the
with
account.
a lot of thinking. What?
Sorry?
What did you say?
I said I love the account. It just really gives some, you transmit what you want to, like the happiness thing. I think
Mm,
yellow is just a great color. And when you look at the account on the post, you see a flower, or you see, I don't know, someone dressed in yellow or
yeah.
whatever. It's just like, I really like it. Like aesthetically, it's a nice account. So I think
Oh,
everybody should follow it. I'm going to put the link below.
thank you so much. And thank you first that you noticed that too.
I do notice. Of course I do.
I was like, the girl did her research.
No, 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 no. I think it's the other way around. I was like looking at everything you were doing. I'm like, oh, I want to have her on my channel. It's not the other way around. So then I went to research. I was already seeing it all, you know.
I knew we'd be friends when I met you, okay?
Yes, yes.
The sprinter.
Oh, the sprinter, yeah. That's a fun story of how we met, isn't it?
I love that story.
Oh my God. Maybe you should tell the story.
Oh, absolutely. I love that. So I was in Amsterdam. So I live in Berlin. I was in Amsterdam visiting my friend, and I was in my like hype, like sports mood. So I was doing sports every single day. And I was on class pass, and I found this like very fancy studio that's called like how's it called?
Saints and Stars.
Saints and Stars, exactly. So when there, I did a workout, and then I was looking at this girl who was sprinting so fast on a treadmill. I was like, wait a second. Like, who are you trying to be? I was like, and I was trying to keep up. And then we went back to the changing room, and I think like you just took a shower or something. And I was like, should I just ask why she's so fast? Like, or like, what is she doing? She's so fast. And I was like, I'm gonna go first. I was like, so by the way, you're very fast, like today. And we just started talking, and then I'm from Lithuania. You told me that, oh no way, like I was planning to catch up with this like Lithuanian guy or something, and it was just something
It's
that never
so
happened as far as I know.
yeah, and then as true real extroverts, we were like, "Do you have Instagram? Do you have Instagram?" Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it was so cute. I was like, anytime you went to Berlin, just let me know.
Yeah, we were best friends forever, and that from
Yeah,
that
yeah,
moment
yeah.
on. Yeah, but
Which
it's
is good.
it's really great. I love it because, as I said, I just felt that was such a moment. It was authentic. You know, sometimes you feel
Mhm.
it's forced, or you feel no, that was authentic. And I can see now when the time passes, you know, and I follow you and I see the things that you do, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. This girl goes and that's what she really wants to do, and it's really inspirational. So I was
I
like,
can
yes,
say
I
the
need to
same
have you.
about you as well. I can say
Really?
exactly the same about you. I
Oh.
so much love. We just love each other, okay? No, so what I was saying, the moment you told me that you have your YouTube channel, I just went and binge watch all the videos.
Oh,
Well,
really?
yeah,
Thank
about your
you.
like ice dipping in the sea and all kind of stuff. And I could really relate just the message that you're also trying to convey from my own like perspective is that it's not really about being perfect or like you're doing sports for something. It's just actually having a holistic approach to health and to yourself. So I think this is the message that I'm getting from you,
Yes,
and that's
definitely.
the dream that I am.
Definitely. And of course on YouTube I don't share much about my sports things, but I do on Instagram because I want to for people to feel like, yes, I also want to move, you know, because it's like something good, not because you want to look in a particular way. Maybe that can be also something in your head, but just
Mm.
movement makes you is one of the elements to have also a healthier mind, which is also
Mm.
important to me. But yeah, it's so cool. The yellow world I really like, and I really like the spreading positivism mentality, and also something that I see. I think I've read something that you put somewhere. I think was a Medium about opening to strangers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
tell me about that.
opening to strangers. Wow. Wait, I think I have like a description on Medium that says like strangers are the people you haven't talked to just yet. yeah, we shouldn't like dehumanize strangers because they're just people, and you're just one basically hello away from them becoming your friends. And this is how I went to I see people.
That's how you do it. That's how you met me.
Exactly. I was like, she can be my friend. Hi, so you're very fast, can we be friends? um, no, actually, that's something that I thought of a few days ago. And I did quite a bit of solo traveling, and I think it really helped me to start seeing people as people, not as strangers. And somehow like diminishing the borders that like the walls that we built in our kind of like own heads. Um, and um, and yeah, this is something that I just believe. I just really believe that we all very much connected and be very similar. And I always like to say hello first.
Because you also, there is some, I think something like curiosity of what can be in that world that otherwise you would never know if you didn't speak to them.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, that's also such a good keyword, curiosity, for the world, for the people, and to just get to know more, to discover more. And this what helps you do. As like my English teacher has said once, like you can live a very comfortable life in your apartment that has like four walls and doesn't have like any windows, any doors, so you can really look through, like you can't really see anything through that. But the moment you build a window and you open it, you start seeing, oh, there's so much more than that. I can go and I can open another window and another window. I can even go outside and I can look around. So this is how I want to approach life as well in the world. It's like there's so much more to
Absolutely.
there's so many windows and people with their also like life stories and things that they can share, just so uplifting. And yeah, I think people matters the most in life anyhow. So
Absolutely. I agree 100% with that. As an extrovert as well. I think an introvert might not be 100%, agree with what we're saying. They would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Crazy girls.
yeah, people.
keep them afar. Yeah, I
The thing is like you build a healthy relationship with yourself and also with the people around you. It doesn't mean I don't want to hang out with people every day. I don't want to. As an extrovert, like now I'm becoming more like a homie. So I love like every time I'm like outside with people, I was like, I can't wait to go home and read a book or like do something like very much in like internal work. And so it's not to say that people are just good. So you can also love them from afar if you want, as long as you love them.
yeah, definitely. Me too. Like as an extrovert, still I
Uh-huh.
like people in their moments, But then when I'm at home without them, I'm happy they're far away. I'm happy I'm alone. I'm happy it's like stay there.
It's
That's
like,
awesome. Yeah. So that's so cool. Like I think that's also part of the realizations for you about needing to have more downtime, right? During this whole COVID time, with all of the self-introspection you've done and understanding what you need, and
mm,
yeah, what you told us on the first video as well.
yeah, for sure. So much more to explore, and I'm just so happy that you were, the person who puts to sheds a light on these topics. I think it's so important to do the job, and also for me as well that I choose to talk about that. I choose to discuss it. It's not easy. It was not easy for me to also post a post on my Instagram because I was so used to male gaze. I was so used to getting like compliments, how beautiful I am, all these kind of things. And it was nothing about that. Like I was not meaning to get any confirmation. I was like, oh, if people can relate, if there's one person who's going to reach out to me because of something I wrote, that's it. Like that's all I want to do. And so yeah, switching from like, even if I go to my own Instagram, I can just see the development of myself. The pictures that I was posting, it was only like me, a lot of selfies, a lot of like just me be looking as beautiful as I could, putting filters on it, maybe like suing my skin if I needed to, just like all that kind of stuff. And I'm just super happy that I'm going away from that.
Yeah, because the underlying message that you also give yourself when you're doing all of those things, like photoshopping yourself, is like, I'm not good as I am, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh yes. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's, oh, you can be better. Oh, you can look better. You
Yeah,
can be better than this. It's like,
yeah.
no, but I am.
That's amazing. That's a lot of personal growth,
Mm.
which in the end seems to be also something important to you, as in, because of all the things that you've told me, you seem to be someone who is highly invested in their personal growth.
Oh yeah, and I'm so, yeah, so stoked to be doing that and to be also just sharing my thoughts and also just connecting people through that, also through the beyond. So
Yeah, amazing. So I'm going to put the information, all of the links, Eve's Instagram, her own, the Beyond, and the Yellow. Please follow the Yellow World. It's amazing. But before I finish this conversation with you, I would like you to recommend us your top 3 books on self-development.
oh my gosh, what a nice question. Uh, one, first one, it's gonna be so random. Can I just take this book? Can I
Yeah,
just
do it. Go for it.
woo, woo. I didn't even know that this question would pop up, but the first question
Me
popped up
neither.
always. You're always thinking about like I don't know, like how to be more focused, all kind of stuff. And I think this book is like the Bible for your own self growth. It's The Little Prince.
Oh, look at that.
It's just so beautiful. It every time I read it, it just warms my heart, and it's the to me anyhow, it's the life's truth in just one book in like 1 hour of reading. So that's something that I would just recommend to anyone, any time of the day, any time of like whatever the age the person is. And then going more into the recent books that I've read is The Untamed.
Oh,
It's
Glennon Doyle. I
yes.
read it. Oh
Have
my
you read?
God. I loved it. Every single word.
Yes, yes, just like preach, like sign, sign, sign. So about like your inner cheetah and about like about cultivating your power and bringing into the world, which I found also just fascinating, fascinating. And another thing, another book, probably just not to think too far, probably Big Magic as
Yeah,
well
good
by
one.
Elizabeth. That was just also very, very, very beautiful about your ideas and the magic that you have within yourself, which you
Yeah.
always do.
And what you said about the creativity as well, that you don't need to make every project that you want to make a business out of it.
No.
And the funniest thing is, like, sometimes when you just let yourself be taken by your creativity, you start doing things that can end up being a business. But the thing is, maybe you shouldn't stop yourself if you don't have like a business plan. Just the fact that you feel like I want to do this should be enough reason for you to do, because creativity is calling.
Yes, 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 for sure. Just have fun with your passion, like have fun with your curiosity, and what also the book is saying is that basically follow your curiosity, whatever it leads you, but just follow your curiosity.
Yeah,
So,
amazing. Thank you very much, Eve. Thank you for being here again.
thank you so much. It's been so lovely. Oh my God, 2 hours? No, wait, 1.5 hours have
Yeah.
passed. And
All right. So thank you very much. And don't forget to subscribe and to like my video, and see you next time. Bye.
yeah, bye.